What's up YouTube, this is Shuttleboy and I'm back with yet another video. Today's video, we're going to do a new little series I want to jump kind of into music more for some videos. And we're going to start with every song in Flower Boy, the album, ranked. So let's get right into it, guys. Yeah, so every song from Flower Boy, Tyler's newest album, which is now getting kind of old, ranked in order of worst to best. And it's just my opinion, guys, keep that in mind. Overall, I want to say that I think the album itself is amazing. I don't think there's any weak points at all in it. I think every song is strong on its own. So keep that in mind, that if your favorite song is last or at the bottom of the list, that it doesn't mean that I think it's bad, and it doesn't mean that it's bad. Who cares what I think, guys? So I'm just sharing my thoughts because I like to share my thoughts. And yeah, let's just get into it, guys. I think this is going to be fun. So let me know down below what you think's the best song or the worst song, or what your list it looks like. I'd be curious to hear what that is for everyone. And yeah, after album's been out for a long time now, I think a lot has settled now, and we can all kind of really get the hype away from this of, oh, it's a new release, a new Tyler album, and now like actually critically think about the album and what was really good and bad about it. So the last song I'm gonna put, which I think everyone can somewhat agree with this, is Sometimes. Just because it's short, it's an excerpt, it's not really even a song per se, it's just kind of a skit, but I wanted to put everything in there. And I like it, but it's just, obviously there's not much substance to it. It's more of something to lead into the next song, so I can't really see how that can be high on the list or even above any of the songs. If anything, that would do those other songs injustice. Now, number 13, this one I know a lot of people are going to be pissed about, but it is Boredom. It's hard for me to be critical with this song because I know I can see the enjoyment a lot of people had with this song when it came out. As did I have some enjoyment with it, and it is a well-made song in general, but I think it just doesn't have as much staying power in the future. I feel like that's not going to be a song that people would go back to very much. I know when I hear it, I don't listen to it very often. Like if I'm picking a Tyler song, that's going to be one of the last songs I listen to personally. It's a well-made song. The instrumental and the lyrics actually are very like quality. Like I feel like there's a lot of purpose to everything he says in the song. Next song is going to be Garden Shed. While I think the later half of that song is really good, it's really tight, the vocals and the lyrics are just really crisp, and have like, he just rattles off a lot of stuff all in just such a short amount of time. But my issue with it is there's a lot of dead time in that song. I really like the instrumental, but it just takes a little bit of time in my opinion, and it just feels like you're waiting so long for you to get to the climax, and then the climax is only so long. Everything I always love about Tyler albums is the production though, so I usually am totally fine with that, but I just feel like he could have shortened it a little bit more on this song, so that's why it's lower on the list. Is the build-up is just so long. Number 11 is going to be Droppin Seeds. Now this song could be in the top 3 or 5 for me, honestly, but it's just a short song, and I feel like if they made it a full-length song, like a 2-minute or a 3-minute song, then I feel like it would be up there. It would be like a worthy Smuckers sequel. I feel like this is more like it's a sequel to it, but in an excerpt form. Like it just wasn't fully fleshed out, but nonetheless it is really good. It's just, if they really like took that idea and made it bigger, then I think it would have been a top 3 song from him. Next song is going to be Pothole. Number 10 is Pothole. The lyrics are really meaningful to this song as well. I like the references to flowers and potholes in this, the whole thing. I think that's really cool. Yeah, I just think it's an overall really good song. It's just, I think we can all agree it's not like a super standout compared to some of the songs we haven't gone over yet. I feel like all the songs ahead of this just have to be above it, because this song's a little bit more conservative than the rest of these. Number 9, another one that people are probably gonna be pissed that I put it this low, that is See You Again. I think I've just overheard it too much, that I think it just doesn't please my ear as much as it used to. I remember when I first heard it, I was like, holy crap, this is crazy, because Tyler was just a person that he always wanted to sing, but he just wouldn't sing in a lot of songs because he just wasn't confident in his voice. So when I heard that, I was just so amazed of the jump he made, basically. And I still feel that way, but now I'm just kind of used to it more. I think there was a lot of risks he took in this album that really worked out for the better, and it was just so weird to hear some of these risks he took in the album. But now, after hearing this album so long and stuff, it's not as like groundbreaking to me. I'm more used to it, so it doesn't have that wow factor anymore that it used to. Number 8, another one I feel like people are gonna be mad, and that is Who Dat Boy. I really like the end of the song, and I really like the start, but I don't know, Rocky's part isn't that big of a deal to me. It's good, but it doesn't have much substance to me personally, and I don't know, I feel like it's a good song at a concert, but I don't listen to it too often anymore. Number 7, I feel like, is what everyone thinks Who Dat Boy is, but it's like actually fully realized, and that is I Ain't Got Time. I feel like that's what Who Dat Boy is, but a fully fleshed out, the song is just good from beginning to end, just bar after bar, full quality song, and it's just such a tightly knit song, and I feel like if only Who Dat Boy was like that, I feel like that would be just something. It's just yeah, but that's why I have to put I Ain't Got Time above it. I think it's just a way better quality song all the way through. The different changes in the melody too. It's crazy that he actually wanted a feature on there, but I think it actually was for the better that he didn't get a feature on there. Now number 6 is going to be Enjoy Right Now Today. I think I always am really excited for any instrumentals in any of the songs that Tyler makes, but the ones that he puts into his albums that make it, I always am really excited to listen to, and this one I think is one of the best ones he's ever made, and I really enjoy it. It's a really nice, positive sounding song, and it really fits the ending as well to this album, I felt like. Now number 5 for me is going to be Glitter. I think that's one of the best raps he has, and I really like the change of momentum and just the pace in the second half of the song. I really like when he does that, and it was really well done there, because that's a huge risk when you do that with a song, and it just works so well with this. Now number 4 is going to be Where This Flower Blooms. Now I really think this song is just, it's really good. It's just so perfect in a lot of sense. My favorite part personally is just the first like 10 seconds, hearing the instrumental at the beginning. But yeah, the quality of the instrumental is just insane for him, and I really like the lyrics to it as well. But it's just a great like start. It's like so perfectly fitting to be at the beginning of the album too. I don't know, I really like how this all fits together as an album too. I think he did really well with what goes from the beginning and what is at the end of this album. Now number 3, like I was saying about Where This Flower Blooms, that's kind of how I feel about this song, and that's the Foreword, the beginning song. I feel like that is such a well done intro. It matches Bastard in my opinion for the best intro song he's ever done. Yeah, it was just really well done. He's really good at making intro songs in my opinion. Like all of them are pretty good. I know Wolf isn't really much of anything, but the rest of them are all just really well done, and I think this might be his best one yet. Now getting to the top 2, my number 2 is going to be 911 / Mr. Lonely. I was going to separate them. If you want to know, my favorite of the 2 is Mr. Lonely, but I mean, if I separated those songs, they would be in the top 3 then anyways. Both are just so well done. I remember hearing the instrumental in the fashion show to 911, and when I heard that, I was like, I hoped that he was going to release it, at least in instrumental form, to hear it again, and then it ends up being a sample in that, and that was so crazy to me. I was so happy for that. And yeah, it's just such a well done song. I really like the Mr. Lonely part the most because it's more fast paced, and the crazy thing about this song too is how different the beginning of the song is to the end, but it's still, somehow he finds a way to get it so it flows together and the change of pace doesn't really bother anyone. This is a song also that is really good to hear in person at a concert. The second half and then the switch up between the first and second half is really cool to see. And lastly, my favorite song personally, and I think the best song he made on this album, was November. I think it had a lot of meaning behind it, and it still was able to have a lot of bars to it. I really liked how the instrumental was pretty like laid back, but it still had a lot of uniqueness to it. And then I liked the excerpts he had from his friends. I loved how he actually took a memorable line and then made it into something that meant nothing. Like My November meant nothing before that, and now it's something we all kind of associate with a good time we had in our past, and I really like that. Yeah, it's just something that it's gonna carry for him for a long time. That's gonna be a song that no one will ever forget came from him. And yeah, it was just so well done, and yeah, I applaud that. So let me know down below, what was your top song from Flower Boy? I'm gonna do the other albums too. I'm very curious what you guys are gonna say about this. But hit that thumbs up button if you enjoyed this video, guys. Please subscribe if you haven't already for more golfway news, more videos like this, more sneaker pickups, more Shuttleboy. And this is Shuttleboy, and I'm out, guys. Peace.